Well, hey, bitch. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet a review, honey. Another review, and this time we're going to be reviewing College Hill, episodes 1 and 2. Now, I was not about to review this show. I really didn't care too much to watch it, but then I had people in my Discord asking me about it, people in my DMs asking me about it, people in the comments asking me about it. I said, all right, girl. All right, let me go and put a poll up. And based on that poll, it seems like quite a few of you guys feel as though the show is entertaining. So I'm like, okay, then. Well, let me scoot over here and look at this and see what it's giving. Because y'all already know how I feel. Majority of these people ain't never even been to college. And you got them over there going to college on some fugaziness. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I felt. I'm just like, girl, why is you wasting our time bringing us the celebrity edition when we really could just be watching no name people and giving them a name for themselves? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, we're going to get into it because we have a few celebrities that went over to Texas Southern University. All right. We have Miss Nene Leakes, Lamar Odom, Ray J, Slim Thug, Dream Doll, India Love. You got Big Freedia and Miss Stacey Dash, honey. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to tell y'all this. When Stacey got to the house, right out the gate for me, it was bye Stacey. Bye Stacey, we gonna catch you on the flip. No, 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 ma'am, no, ma'am. Go ahead, go ahead. Do not even pass go. Don't even go to the kitchen. Go straight back to the house. That's where we want you. We want you to get back on the flight and go home. Cause I just already knew she was gonna be on some. Hi, hi. Yeah, don't get too close to me. Hi, what's going on? Yeah, I can't relate. It was just giving aggravating, irritating, and you really don't fit into this environment, right? But let's keep going, okay? So Stacey Dash came in and she's feeling all antisocial. Now, first of all, Nene was really the first person to get there. Nene got there, then Lamar Odom got there, then Ray J got there, and then I think Slim Thug may have gotten there. No, no, no. Dream Doll got there, then Slim Thug, then India Love, and then I think Big Freedia, then Stacey Dash. Something like that, girl. That was the order in which it went, okay? Now, when Stacey Dash came, everybody was at the house, so they was wondering who's the next person. Oh my God, who's gonna be the next person? Oh wow, it's Stacey. Stacey did not get a big of a warm welcome, as it seemed like Frida may have gotten or other people may have gotten. Okay, it was like, hi, how you doing? Hi, because everybody don't really know how to take Stacey at this point, right? Because Stacey has said negative things about the trans community and just black people in general, right? So people don't really know how to take her, especially when her views doesn't align with theirs. So they're gonna feel like she's gonna be problematic, right? All right. So that's pretty much what was going on. Everybody was sitting around at the table, they was drinking and stuff. Nene was like, well, girl, let me fix you something to drink. So I done fixed everybody something to drink. Stacey said, girl, you ain't gotta fix me now because I don't drink. And then Ray just said, well, let me not drink in front of you. She said, oh, no, you could drink in front of me. It don't faze me now. It don't faze me no more. So I'm not really into that. So then I got ready to play like this card game or something. And I don't know if it was about sex positions or whatever the case was. They was playing some kind of card game. And when I tell y'all Stacey was not engaging, it was giving full disengagement. She was not interested, did not want to interact with the people at all. Now, Ray J right out the gate, he wants to upgrade the school, right? So that's pretty much everything that happened with Miss Stacey Dash. Let me go back, okay, before we get to Ray J. So that's pretty much everything that happened with her. Everybody started to peep the antisocialness about Miss Stacey Dash, okay? She ended up getting her room. She has a room all to herself, which really made sense, right? It made sense for Stacey to have her own room to herself because, I mean, she already coming off antisocial, might as well be in that room to herself. You feel what I'm saying? I think Slim Thug got his own room. I think Ray J got his own room. I also think that I'm not sure if Ray J got his own room. I do believe he did. Lamar Odom got his own room. So yeah. Some people had to double up, but I don't know who Nene had to share a room with. Was it Big Frida maybe? I'm not sure, but there were quite a few people that ended up getting their own room, honey. All right, and Miss Stacey Dash was definitely one of them. So everybody's getting ready because they have to go to school the next day. They have to learn about the university and what their tasks are going to be for the next few weeks. And Ray J is immediately coming out the gate where he wants to upgrade. He wants to upgrade the school. He feels like for a person that did not go to college and is successful, he feels like it ain't nothing for the school to teach me. Okay, it's a nothing. Ask not what you could teach me, but ask me what I could teach y'all. That's what he's giving for Ray J on his end. Okay, now everybody is asleep. but at some point, right? So I believe they did go to school, I think. No, maybe this could have been before school. So Ray J was working all night. So while everybody's getting a good night rest so they can get up in the morning, they can be active and ready to go to school and stuff, Ray J is up working because I guess a lot of his vendors or his business people are over in China. So, they're on a different time zone than us. When it's nighttime over here in America, it's daylight over there. They getting their day started. Okay. As it's time for us to wind down and go to sleep, girl, they waking up. So for Ray J, he's like, look, I got meetings and stuff I got to take care of, so I'm gonna be up all night. But I don't know if any of those calls that he was on was a call to his wife and his kids. I don't know, but it seemed like Ray J was handling business, and that's just what he was gonna do. So of course, they ended up getting a full tour of the school. Okay, they got they met a few of the like with the class president, SGA president, the band, the president, all of that, okay, of the university. They did all of that stuff. Now, come to find out, they're going to be taking the African American studies. So it seems like each week they're going to pick up new classes. Now, I don't know if it's a situation where they're gonna do, like, let's say 1 week in African American studies, and the next week is gonna be in business, and then the next week, or if it's gonna be African American studies, and then the next week is gonna be African American studies and business. I wasn't really sure, so I think each week they'll have a different class or something that they'll be taking. So they have African American studies. Stacey, when the teacher asked, does everybody in here identify as black? Stacey said, girl, I identify as mixed race. I'm black and I'm Mexican. I said, oh, okay then, girl. All right. But she don't know nothing for her to be black, and maybe a lot of black people don't know this, I don't know, like, it's just certain slang and certain things that we say in our community that she just could not resonate with. She was just looking around like, huh, and I'm like, Stacey, I know you dated quite a few black men back in the day. Don't be trying to act like you really just don't know some of the terms, you know what I'm saying, or the slang within the community. Like, let's stop acting like that, girl. Stop being so much in denial. Like, girl, you overacting in this scene right now. That's what it's giving. Overacting. But I don't know, girl. Because somehow, some bit of how you was acting was giving the girl from Clueless. When you played in Clueless, and it was just making me think, like, you know what? I think this entire time, that's exactly who she was. This whole time. So I don't know how to take Stacey at this point. But they could take Stacey home is what I can say, all right? Now Ray J done got in his business marketing class, and he decided that he wants to tell this woman how brands work. She's trying to let him know that all brands start from the bottom, and then they branch out, they grow, whatever, but everybody pretty much has the same foundation. They all start out the same, but Ray J feels like they don't start out the same. And I think he's thinking about it in a more of a specific way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a shoe company versus a clothing company, right? He feels like because there are two different types of brands, then they can't start out all the same way. They can't start the same way. But I think the woman is speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? Like your orders of operation, and then you have to do this. And I think as far as the business structure, I think that's where she was coming from. Like, everything is the same. But he was coming from a completely different place. And I can't say that Ray J was 100% wrong. I think they both are right. Because when he starts speaking on the human brand, like you're your own brand by yourself, I feel like it might be different. You know what I'm saying? With how I handle my brand as a person versus how I handle my brand that's a product. Does that make sense? I don't think that Ray J was in full denial, but I think that Ray J was out of line for trying to tell this lady how to teach her class. Okay, he came in there ready to debate, ready to argue, ready to prove her wrong because he feels like he's been so successful and he has so much of the gift of gab, right? And I'll be honest, seeing how successful he is, it do make you look back just a little bit when you look at college. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, y'all be teaching people like fluff. Like, does this stuff really help people? Like, let me say, the way to get to where you're trying to go, you really have to be a people's person, in my opinion. Maybe not all the way, but at some point you'll need to get there, right? You have to be a people's person, getting to know people, because a lot of times I think people are successful based on their network, people that they get to know, and all of that stuff. So when they run into other opportunities, they may think about you and be like, you know what, let me recommend this person for something. So I mean, I feel like it's really all about who you know. You can go to school, get educated all day long, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it also depends, because like with being an attorney, You know, there's a certain curriculum you got to follow for that, being a doctor or anything in that medical field. You know, but when it comes to business, girl, I feel like it's a little scattered. I feel like it's really going to be about, girl, who you know, for real, for real. But that's just what I'm thinking, girl. Let's go ahead and let's scoot over, okay? So the teacher, I forgot her name, Dr. Cooley or something like that. She ended up telling them, look, y'all gonna have to create some type of, like, I guess, like, put like a business plan together, like create a product that's not out at this time. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and create that product, and y'all gonna have to create like a promo video or something like that, a little commercial, do it on your phone, come with a PowerPoint presentation and all this stuff she wanted them to do. Dr. Cooley also told them that they need to wear a suit. I said, now, Dr. Cooley, girl, you need to chill out with this whole put a suit on. Girl, you standing in the class, you ain't even got no suit on. Girl, you barely business casual, for real, for real. And you trying to sit up here and tell these people what they need to wear. Like, no ma'am. Now, granted, I was with her when she told Dream Dog, girl, that's not it. You can't wear it to campus. You can't be wearing, girl, that's a distraction. No ma'am. We're not going to do that here. Right? But at the same time, like, girl, you want these people to stand up here and present in front of us. And then I guess it also was just weird for me because these are already successful people. That's likely when they walk into a room, a business setting, the person that they're going to meet with already knows them and knows their brand. So they're not going to be expecting them to be all extra suited and booted and all this other stuff. You know, that's just me. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Y'all can leave y'all thoughts and comments down below for the people that have watched the show, okay? I feel like Stacey's brand, in my opinion, is being awkward. That's Stacey Dash's brand, being awkward. Like when she went in there, because everybody was trying to find out like what clubs they're going to be joining. Kind of, first of all, let me go back. I didn't even know that Ray J's dad was a Q. Some part of me feel like I knew that a while ago and forgot, but yeah, his dad is a Q. His mom is a AKA, from my understanding. His sister is a AKA, and Ray J is me fi me. He Ray J, period, all the way down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just wanted to highlight that because I was like, oh, I didn't even know. But anyway, getting back to Miss Stacey Dash, her brand is being awkward. She goes to dance practice because she wants to be on the dance team or whatever, girl. And they telling her that, okay, you got to learn this routine so that you can perform on Saturday. Ma'am, I don't think that was I don't think that was right for Stacey. Like, first of all, this is an older woman. And not saying older women can't learn dances fast, but she also just got there, like, maybe y'all could have told her she got to learn a routine for the next week or something. Y'all trying to give her a few days to learn a routine. Like, but I do feel like with the routine, Stacey really could have gotten it if she was really going to focus on that. But I also felt like y'all are giving her too high of expectations at this particular time. You feel what I'm saying? And then Stacey get out there trying to do the dance, couldn't learn the dance. You got the dance captain being hard on her, telling her like, girl, you need to get your together. Like, I feel a way that you didn't even practice like you said you was gonna practice. Like, that's a problem because you holding us back. Stacey couldn't handle it. Talking about somewhere, if you're gonna talk to me like that, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. So we see how Stacey is. Stacey does not like confrontation, which is fine. A lot of people don't. She doesn't like confrontation. She prefers to run from the confrontation. Just as we're going to see her later on in the episode kind of run from the confrontation, honey. Okay? Now, mind y'all, every time Stacey gets back to the house, she's in that room. She's not engaging with anybody. She's not talking to anybody. She's going back into that room and she's chilling out and she's minding her business. She doesn't care to get to know them. She really there to get her check and to move on by her business. Okay? I don't even know who suggested Stacey Dash to be a part of this first season. Who was it? Y'all need to bring them to the front and y'all need to have them reevaluate a few things in their life that y'all would bring Stacey. I guess y'all did it for conflict purposes and you thought that she was going to be with it and she just wasn't. So choose somebody else. Y'all came out better bring in New York. Why y'all ain't call New York and have her come to the house? That would have been lit. You got New York, Freedia, Nene, Ray J, Lamar. Like, come on now. That would have been great. But let's keep going, okay? Now, oh, and I want to say this, BET. If y'all want to sit up here and read Jumpstart, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. If y'all want to read Jumpstart some stuff, some celebrity edition, how about y'all redo Charm School and let Nene be the head woman in charge over the girls and whipping them into shape? Give Nene that. At the least, come on, get it together. Y'all send that little snippet over there to BET so they can get it together. But anyway, what we learned is that Lamar Odom had about 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks and had to relearn how to walk. I feel like I remember that, but it's been vague. But I'll just say I was surprised, like 12 strokes, 6 heart attacks. Like, baby, you are not supposed to be here. You're not. And you've been given so many chances because clearly you have not accomplished something that you're supposed to have accomplished here. So I hope that he figures that part out. All right. So anyway, they have this house meeting, and y'all really know the house meeting was really called by Miss Nene Leakes because she want her own room and she ain't got her own room. And I know she feeling like I'm the HBIC up in here, and how dare y'all put me in a room where I got to share a bed with somebody else, and it's a little twin size bed for the queen? Absolutely not. I need my own room. So what she feels like, and she got everybody riled up on her side. Let's pull Stacey out of her room since she's being so antisocial. Let's snatch her up out her room then. And what we'll do is we'll vote or whatever, make a decision on who's going to get that room. They feel like having Stacey come out that room will allow her to engage and talk more. Stacey says, well, it looks like some guys are going to be available, and I'm not going to share a room with a guy. Whereas that's not necessarily true. You still got Nene, you still got India, and you got Dream Doll. Now, when it came to Freedia, it looks like Stacey was hesitant to say that she would actually stay in a room with Freedia girl. That's what it looked like. But Freedia had to let her know, I still have a DICK, and it ain't going nowhere. It don't matter how you feel. Period. So what else is going on? Stacey kind of gets upset, okay, because Ray J just tells her, listen, if you don't like it, then get the fuck out. Period. If you don't like it. So Stacey said, oh baby, you ain't got to cuss. Are they cursing their mamas in Spain? Well, then let me go ahead and head out. So she decided to say she finna dash for it. So she go back to her room. Next thing you know, the next day, child, they got the damn ambulance showing up. The ambulance is showing up to get Miss this is like episode 2, showing up to get Miss Stacey Dash because she was in her room. You got Dream Doll running back there trying to check on her. You got the nurse escorting her out like, no, you can't be back here. You can't be back here. Okay, I don't know. The nurse was giving a bit rude to me, but I also understand it being like a patient privacy situation going on to where, girl, it's none of your business what's happening to her right now. If she wants to tell you that, she can, but it's a violation. But she was giving like a little bit of rudeness to me. But anyway, girl. So Stacey is gonna end up going to the hospital, and y'all know these projects are due at this time. So what to do is that they have to do these presentations and shoot a commercial, right? So Ray J's team is deciding they're gonna come up with this germa laser situation where it detects whether or not your hands are clean or not. Okay. So what's interesting is that this idea came about because of Lamar Odom with his nasty ass. With his nasty ass. Do you hear me? He shits with the door open with all of these strangers. He uses the bathroom and don't washes his hands at all. And then had the audacity to take his toothbrush and put it in between the crack of his ass. And I feel like, Lamar, are you doing some of these antics for the camera? And I'm also thinking about when he was on Big Brother. I'm like, how were you on Big Brother and these people dealt with you in the way that you are? His room, he got all over the floor. Y'all, he had the Hawaiian biscuits, okay? The Hawaiian bread you get out the store, the little good, the sweet rolls, honey. He had them things on the floor sitting on top of a sheet. I said, wow. And you dated Chloe? And listen, sir, you still have a little bit of depression or something going on in you that you need to go work through, okay? Your mind is still cluttered. You got some other stuff going on. So basically, because of Lamar Odom and his nastiness, that's what started the germa laser. And why do I feel like Ray J gonna really try and go off and create like the germa laser, and he's going to probably give everybody their portions. He's gonna, portion out whatever percentage people get in the company. I feel like he gonna go and try and recreate it. But anyway, when they're talking about numbers and stuff as they're organizing, and Ray J's like, okay, if we get this many such and such and then we sell that much, then we'll make a profit at XYZ. India's standing up there looking clueless, just like she was looking clueless when she was in the classroom getting the assignment. Just clueless. India is giving bird brain and only knowing how to show off her body. And it's really sad to hear. She says she wants to be looked at as more than just like, that girl from Instagram, that cute girl, that girl with the body or the big butt or whatever the case may be. But girl, it's going to take you challenging yourself. It's really going to take you challenging yourself, because you're definitely giving bird brain, damn near hyperventilated when she was about to have to give, the presentation for the group. So let's keep going. So Slim and Freedia are outside talking, and Slim wants to know more about her because he feels like he's never been around someone like her. And he wants to make sure that he addresses her properly and all of that. And I thought this was a good moment, because it's like, okay, he learning in school, but he learning in real life too. And that's when Freedia lets Slim know that she's gender fluid and she doesn't really stick to a particular pronoun. So she cool with sis, bro, auntie, like it doesn't, it is the, like whoever she with, you know what I'm saying? Each person, the group that she be around back at home, they all may call her, some people may call her bro, what up bro, or what up sis, or whatever. She's not sticking to that. Some people call her mom, she's okay with that. Like, she's not sticking to just one particular pronoun, and she also feels like that terminology and things are new to her, but she's gender fluid and she goes by whatever she feels comfortable answering to. All right. Now, I already told y'all that I felt like Lamar Odom was out of order, okay, with his nasty ass, and that's just on P, okay? Now, why is Ray J and Stacey calling the ambulance the ambulams? And I said, girl, that is indeed finna be the new name. People is finna start saying the ambulance. I cannot, okay? Ray J. When it comes to Ray J, Nene, Freedia, and them team, they're working on their project, but they're actually talking to somebody about editing the project for them because they don't know how to do all of that, right? And so Ray J's team decided to snitch on them to the professor. How whack is that? Only for Freedia to hear them snitch, and then Nene go off on them, especially Ray J. Ray J couldn't do nothing when Nene went off because he knew that she was telling the truth. Like, she was up late at night listening to him talk to somebody about editing their stuff and creating and doing all this extra so, yeah, she got in his ass though. But at the end of the day, they both agreed to mind their business. Like, come on, Ray J. Like, you may not have went to college, but you've been in school. You know what it's like when people gotta cheat, and finesse and do what they gotta do. Like, chill out. So anyway, it was time for the team to lead and do their presentations. Well, y'all know both teams were down a person. Nene's team was down because Stacey was in the hospital, and Ray J's team was down because his aunt passed, his great aunt passed, and he just wasn't in the mood. So he decided he couldn't do the presentation, which left India in a very, very vulnerable spot because she was just ready to stand back and just say yes, no, okay, sure, absolutely. She was ready to stand back and not have to say anything and wanted Ray J to answer all of the questions. So now it's forcing her to step up to the forefront, and now she has to present her part. And girl, she's shaking in her boots. So once they get into class, she literally walks out of the classroom, and she just was like, panicking. She really couldn't do it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Some part of me feel like Ray J might show up in the nick of time and be like, oh, I felt like I ain't want to leave my team hanging, this and that, and I'm gonna show up and do it for the team. Some part of me feel like he may show up, but we won't know for sure until we see the next episode, okay? But I just wanted to come to you guys and give you episode 1 and 2. I'm gonna check it out, but you already know me, girl. If it's not giving at any moment, I am going to give out. Hello? But I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments down below and how you're feeling about College Hill Celebrity Edition. Go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.